So we're going to be looking for a couple of interviews. I have messaged Reverto players. I don't know if we have got any causeWEcan players coming. I hope we have, because I'd like to ask them what the hell they were doing swapping players around. That did not seem to work out for them, although they did have a bit closer last round there. Get them and see what really happened there.
Oh. Salut.
Have Ethog, Ips, and anyone else coming from your team?
I think the whole team is coming. I don't know.
Whole team, okay, sure.
No.
Do you know if any of causeWEcan are coming? Did they mention anything?
I think they're gonna.
Okay, I see.
Wow.
So obviously, it's one for you guys there. 2 maps. Easy?
No. Super messy because everything is new. We have to explain strats while playing them, and you can tell, like, it was good that we're not streaming comms anymore in streams because I was constantly just talking. Blah, 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 blah. We have to push left, we have to push right, we do this, we did that, and it worked. They listened, and it was really, really good. It was a bit shaky on process halfway through the map. We lost a bit of the focus as soon as the aggression on mids worked against Huey, and they were really quick on winning rounds as soon as they won the mids. And when they lost the mids, they were really good at slowing them down, so it was a bit weird to play against.
Yeah,
in the end it worked out.
But, I mean, when you were winning, though, you did look really, really coordinated. How much of that is down to just you screaming at the mids?
Not that much, I guess. They have to understand what I want from them to make it happen. So maybe the calls are more direct at the moment, and they get a bit hit-lit on, if you want to say it like this. And there's no room for thinking and making own decisions, and therefore making like mistakes that they have to blame on themselves. So everything that works wrong in the end, we can blame on Huey or on me for calling bullshit. So yeah, I don't know. They're good. And they are listening, so that's something that they don't have that ego to say, well, you're an idiot, you're not a good pocket, and it's working out because of that. And we still have a lot of work to do if this should work out for the future. But I can see improvement from every day, and that's the satisfaction we get from playing together. That we see us beating these teams that obviously play together longer than we do in this lineup now.
Okay. Definitely looking very strong right now and improving very fast. It's very...
Well, we have a mission, right? We're going to go into that chocolate factory and we're going to get him, Mr. Wonka. We're coming for him.
Okay, now over to Ethog. Ethog, how different is it playing with Stark instead of Aphage?
It's not that different. Well, it's kind of because we switched roles. When I played with Aphage, I was the aggressive scout, but with Stark, when he played scout back in Prem, when he was main scout earlier, there were never any like aggressive or defensive scout roles, so that's completely new for him, and he never really thought much about it when he played pocket. So we kind of decided that since he's not too used with that, the 2 roles, he's most likely going to be aggressive. So we just put him on an aggressive role, so he has to work rising, and then I am moved over to defensive role. So it's different, but it's not that different. It's still just aim and shoot.
Okay.
Point click,
His
point click.
sniper play on Viaduct was pretty good as well. Some pretty good shots onto Walker, although I'm not quite sure who dropped the most. It was Walker. Walker dropped
Probably
2.
Bar.
Bar only dropped 1.
Wow, only 1.
But I can't say the drops from Walker was fair. Like one of them was with Chris Krieg fall damage, not much he can do there.
Yeah, true.
And one of them being a sniper headshot, so not really much he can do there either. But yeah, still counts as drops on the logs.
Can't even say he was in the sniper lane at that point. I've no idea how Stark even hit that shot.
Didn't see.
Cool.
But I mean, over on process, they did get some really aggressive middles out of against you. That looked to completely fall apart after that, and for those 2 rounds, should I say?
It is a natural thing for me to understand that if an aggressive roamer finds a frag on our demo man, right? If he even gets him weak with 1 rocket or whatever, and like 3 people, like both of our scouts and our demo, are occupied fighting him, we lose mid, and we should get out instantly. When I come around the corner and choke as the main caller, and I see Stark and Ethog and Huey being occupied with Slate, I know that Brigo has all the room in the world to do whatever he wants to do, and his scouts will be on the high ground denying us. But it just took us too long to realize that we have too many people watching that one roaming soldier. And afterwards, when we fixed it, when actually just one scout took care of him, it worked out much better.
Okay, so I just see Snippers has joined us right now. Snippers, first things first, can you explain to us why you and Brigo switched classes?
Well, Brigo had a high ping in him, and I guess obviously the team morale was pretty down.
Yeah, I mean, you had just lost Process and a couple of rounds, so it actually looked a little bit like it was working out for you as well, because that last round was a lot closer than the previous two.
You know, I'm a 2-1 demo man, so that's it.
Yeah,
No, I mean, it was just like we were having more fun, I guess. But you know, when you have a spy and a sniper, it's really hard to get proper Vidac tactics going on.
That was the most annoying shit ever. You think you have the fucking the suicidal wave under control, and you do like air shots, and you're so satisfied with your pocket soldiering, you turn around and your medic gets backstabbed.
Yeah, it looked like some really good coordination as well, because I think it was Slate would bomb in, and then suddenly either Beaven or Waters, I think they both picked up that backstabbing knife.
It was mostly Beaven, I believe.
They did it too much. They're like, I would have done it twice or so, but he actually did it like 4 times, and in the end, all that Bar did in like suicidal ways was that he left mid and just spinned in circles to see if there's a spy around, and then we found him every time.
I would like to credit them for teamwork there, but I'd say it was mostly luck. They managed to get those picks. Because there was barely any calls on mumble. Like if you listen to, if anyone was listening to our stream when we streamed icons as well, it was really bad for Vidac. Barely any coordination at all.
Well, you still did relatively well considering you had no coordination in that case. But coming out of this, I mean, this is a loss against, if you forgive me, guys, this is a mid-prem team.
Yeah, sure.
This is a pretty strong loss against them. Leaves you still at the bottom of the table. Do you think, can you beat anyone else?
No, I mean, these were our weakest maps by far. Process we played a few times, but it's still it's such a slow map, and our scouts just want to go in all the time, so it's really hard to play Process in that scenario. And Vidac, I don't know, I just don't like it at all. It's one of the 2 worst maps for us. I still think we have a fairly good chance against Destrero this Thursday, and then TLR obviously on a catch-up week. We're gonna play them, hopefully get some points from them. I mean, at this point, we're not really aiming for a playoff finish. Obviously, I think it's even impossible.
I think coming out of this, I think it would be impossible.
Yes, but avoiding relegation is getting a few decent games to end the season. That's it.
If you do avoid relegation, you're going to be staying together. I mean, this is obviously a bit early to ask that now, but I mean, it's much better when teams stay together and don't switch out too many players.
We'll finish both seasons on ECA, and ETF2L ECA obviously running a bit longer, a month more. But after that, who knows? Things change.
Albert, any questions that you would like to ask? I can't think of any more.
No,
I have a
I'm
question.
satisfied listening. Yes.
You guys, a question? Someone?
My question is, if they think, or what the atmosphere is like at the moment, if this team is going to stay together, because obviously I didn't really want to play TF2 that much for the next couple of months, and I'm going to take a break after after the next 3 weeks, and then come back in January. But I joined this team also because I don't want decent Premiership teams to drop, so I'm just really concerned or always alarmed when I feel like the atmosphere in the team is not good that I play against, if they are going to survive and play for the next season. So that is my question.
I think the main issue with our team is the personalities match pretty well, but the game styles don't. So we have 2 really aggressive scouts who just go, go, go. We have me, who's playing really passively and trying to actually think about this game a bit. And obviously Brago, who sort of is out of sync with our combo a lot of the times. So it's we can't get it to match the playstyle when we're trying, but it's not working out for us. So I think losing continuously is not really good for the team morale either, and people are just really sad playing, and that's, I guess, a scenario at the moment. But like I said, like we're gonna finish the season on the ESCA and see what happens. Like I'm probably not gonna be here next year because I'm going to Spain. But about anyone else, I can't say.
We can play with long guys.
Maybe.
Long guys. Okay, cool.
Okay, there is a question from Stream Chat. I think that's Mana asking, Ether, Ips, you're not allowed to answer. Do you prefer Ips on Pocket or did you prefer Stark?
I prefer Ips on Pocket.
Is that because he's paid you to say that, or is that your actual feelings?
As if I got any money to say that. No, it's because when Ips calls, there's a lot more direction in what we're doing, and there's a lot more depth in case something happens. So, when we played with Stark, we did adapt, but we didn't adapt correctly. So when Ips, there's a lot more pressure going on. So instead of adapting by going backwards, we're adapting by going forwards for the different route and stuff like that. It's a lot more hectic, but when you actually get it right, it's a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, I'd like to comment on that. Like on process, it really threw us off our game. And normally playing against Reverto with Stark calling is gonna be like really passive, but right now you just like push continuously, like without Uber. That really threw us off our game on process as well.
Okay, fair enough. I don't think I've got any more questions. Alba, I think it's done. So thanks for coming to the interviews, guys. GG, commiserations because we can. Congratulations, Reverto.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. Thanks for casting.
Cheers, guys.
Wait, I have one important thing to say. One of you wanna throw any shoutouts out there?
Shoutouts to Sam, shoutouts to Kalis, shoutouts to Sonny Black, and that's it.
Shout out to
And my
Rising
mum.
for being a dick.
Good.
Ryushi, wrap this
Okay.
up.
Okay, I'm going to wrap this up right now. We've been Team Fortress TV. I've been Ryushi. With me, joining me has been Alba, and on the camera has always been John from Blackout. So, thank you very much. This has been ETF2L Season 16 Premiership Division Week 5 between causeWEcan and Reverto. Thank you for watching.